Hello, hello, and welcome to the Fairy Coach Tarot channel. My name is Raquel. Thank you for being here and watching my videos. Today is Monday, and Mondays we have work and career tarot, right? We do a pick a deck or pick a card in which we look at the general energies or what's the main advice around your work and career or professional life. Also, what we break it down into also challenges and opportunities and what is the advice moving forward? What is the next steps? Okay. So again, this is a pick a card, and first thing we're going to do is choose the deck, the fairy that most resonates with you. So sit in a comfortable position, be in a place where you can feel relaxed in connecting with your intuition and connecting with us. All right, let's take a deep breath together to ground and center. Inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top for a couple of seconds. And exhale through the mouth, elongating that exhale. Now roll those shoulders back and look at these three fairies, look at the decks, and choose the one that calls you the most at this time. Ready? All right. Let's get some guidance from Spirit with the tarot. All right. So first thing we do is we set the intention. We tell the cards what it is that we would like to know, right? So we would like to get some guidance on our work and professional life. What is the main advice and also the message towards the challenges we're facing right now? And what is the next step forward? What is the next step we need to take? And we say a prayer of protection, this be in love and light for our greatest good. All right, let's get started. We have the main message, the main advice, and here too for the challenges or opportunities, and what is the next step we should be taking. All right. Let's look at the main energies or what's the main advice here. And the card comes, it comes from the Fool, right? What's the Spirit letting us know with the Fool? So the main message here is to see your professional or like work right now as a new adventure, right? To understand that there is a lot of growth that can happen, that there is a lot of potential here with either the job that you have now or the project that you envision. So when we talk about here work and career today for the reading, this is not only about the job you have, but also it could be about the project or a job that you want to change into. So the Fool is letting us know there is a lot of potential. All right, it is a new adventure. That's the way it needs, how it should be approached. So either the job that you have now, uh, find ways to grow in it, right? To take it to the next level, or the project that you've been hoping it takes off or that you've been planning in your head. The Fool is kind of giving you that green light of, yes, this is the moment when things can happen, right? You need to see this as a new beginning, right? And to put effort in it. It is about making it grow. It is the beginning. The full is it is the beginning. So something here is is a beginning, but because it is a major arcana, it is a very important beginning. So something is about to embark you on an adventure and taking things to the new level professionally. It could be your job right now. It could be changing into a new job that you are looking at that you want to take, or it could be a project that you have. But here there is a big potential for growth and for this becoming something that impacts your life in a very positive way. All right. So, what about the challenges and opportunities we face at this time, right? And it comes from the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Okay, yeah. So, swords, air element, has to do with communication and our thought patterns and challenges around there. So yes, so the Seven of Swords and the Three of Swords are letting you know that yes, the guidance is that even if the road seems challenging, for lack of a better word right now, if it feels like there are obstacles around it, you know, it's about facing it with trusting yourself, because there may be a lack of trust for yourself, kind of like having that imposter syndrome, or not feeling that you are up to the task, or self doubt. So it is about trusting yourself, right? And what this card calls you is to examine the thoughts that you have around your work and your capabilities, and reminding you that by changing those thoughts and those beliefs about yourself, it is how this comes to life, how work improves, how the opportunities around your career improve. It is by really changing your thoughts about yourself at this time, trusting yourself more, right? Now, um, the moments of pain that you've been through regarding job and career, right? Those thoughts that keep coming back about times when things may not have worked out for you, right? So here it's where you need to trust yourself more. There are things that may have happened to you, or things that were said to you, that have made you doubt your abilities. And the major obstacle or the major challenge you're facing right now is trusting yourself and reminding yourself that what was said in the past, what was said to you, or what you even believed about yourself, that it's negative, it's not true. Adopt that learner's mindset, that growth mindset of saying, hey, I may not have been able to do things in the past, but right now I'm facing opportunities, things that can take me to the next level, and I need to trust myself. So, working on trusting yourself and your abilities. All right. And what about the next step that the spirits of the tarot guide you to right now? And the message comes from the King of Cups. All right, this is one of my favorite king, really, because he's so loving and laid back, and he's a generous king, and it's very loving, and he's laid back. He's emotional, but he's understanding. You know, when you talk to um, it's either your parents or grandparents, or a teacher, somebody who's older, who's seasoned, who gives you good advice, but it is done with love, not not in a way that it is harsh or punishing. So, this is the type of advice. So, this loving king is telling us that the next steps is to approach our job or our project that we want to bring to life with with that love and wisdom, right? So being gentle with ourselves, gentle with our project, so not to be too authoritarian. To the contrary, this is all the opposite of being authoritarian and harsh with ourselves. But it is about learning to give ourselves understanding, to give that, to adopt that growth mindset, believing in ourselves, to give ourselves words of encouragement, right? And also, not only this, but to be this kind of person with the people we work with. So be more loving, be more gentle, right? At the same time that you offer your wisdom, that you offer advice to the people you have around you or the people that you need to do business with. So even if you are a solo entrepreneur and it is just you, when you go make your sale or when you interact with others, it is to do it with kindness, with generosity, not with harshness, not with being authoritarian, but adopting the position of this king, that he is a leader in his suit, but he's generous, he's kind, he's in tune with what the things that he loves. He cares for the things and for the people that he loves. He pours love, understanding, kindness, and gentleness. So, this is the advice on the next steps for you to take. So let's do a quick recap. So the main energies or the main advice here, it is that there is this amazing possibility that's going to have a great impact in your life regarding work or career. This could be in a job that you're already in and there is the opportunity to go up, or a project that you are creating, or even a new job that you're embarking on. It is a major arcana, so the impact on your life is going to be very big. And the guidance is that, hey, you have the opportunity for doing something amazing here that's going to have a great impact in your life and it's going to lead to this new adventure, right? Your biggest obstacle is saying you have to deal with your self doubt, how you believe or your beliefs in yourself and your project, and things that were said to you in the past or things that you believe about you that come from pain from the past. You need to surpass this, walk away from this, and trust yourself and your abilities. And the next step is to treat yourself with kindness and love. Give yourself good wisdom, encouraging words, but not only to you, but to the people you work with or you interact with in your job. This is what's going to take you to the next level. All right, I hope you liked your reading. Give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my videos. It's guidance from Spirit with the Tarot. So it's the spirits of the Tarot giving you guidance. All right, remember that I offer private sessions, either live via video call or phone, or pre-recorded readings that get delivered straight to your mailbox. Now let's look at that blue fairy. All right. All right, for those of you who picked this deck, okay, let's set the intention and ask the cards what we want to know today. So we are looking at guidance and advice for our work and career. What is the main advice right now? What is the advice over the challenges that we're facing and those opportunities that we have? And what is the next step we should be taking? And we ask this in love and light for our greatest good. Alrighty, shake them a little. And she came out screaming these cards. All right. When one jumps is like this, there is something they want to tell us right away. And here too. All right. Now, let's see what is the main advice, what is the main guidance around the energies around our work, and it is justice. How interesting. So, justice is about being fair, being balanced. It's about delivering uh, clear a clear message about what you want, that it is always fair, right? And it is a way to say that your truth, your um, the things that you believe are right, are just, bringing them on forward, right? So, how do we apply this as our main advice for our work life right now and for our career? So, first is be very clear in your communication. Very clear. This is just telling you you need to be fair, but you also need to be clear, right? So, assertiveness. Be fair in your dealings, be clear in your communication, right? Be just with everybody and with yourself. Fairness, right? Um, be fair in the energy that you put out and how you treat others in the type of business deals that you're doing. Be fair in all aspects of your career and be very clear in your message, right? Very clear in the message of what it is that you're selling, what it is that you're doing, what it is that you want in your job, what it is that, for example, if you're positioning yourself for a better position in your company, whatever it is, be very clear in your communication and be very fair and just at this moment, right? Whenever you're going to be making a decision, just see, is this being fair to all involved, right? And am I conveying my message clear? These are the two most important questions you need to be asking yourself as your main advice for your work and career right now. What about the challenges that you're facing, right? And what is the advice towards those challenges? And we got a major arcana. We actually got two major arcana. So the messages that the Spirit's giving you today, they have great impact. So it is because there are things around your work life that are very impactful all this time. So the Empress, what is the advice of the Empress right now towards the challenges we face, right? Telling us about our challenges. So here the Empress is saying that we are not nurturing our work and our professional life like we should, right? So the Empress is asking us to examine if we have, if we're just taking maybe a passive role, right? Towards our work life, we expect things to come, or we are not putting the effort in a way that it is that is caring, right? So if we want something, but at the same time, and this can be two ways, either we're not putting the effort or everything we could do ourselves to nurture our professional life, or the other thing is that we are also so burnt out because the effort that we're putting is so harsh that we are abandoning ourselves. And when we do not take care of ourselves, when we do not practice self care, not doesn't matter how much effort and how talented you are at something, the energy around you is blocked, is blah, kind of say, because you are not infusing that joy into your projects, right? So the main advice toward the obstacles you're facing right now in your work life is, one, make sure you're nurturing the job, either the job that you have, the project that you want to bring to life. Nurture it, give it attention, give it affection, make it thrive, put your effort and your love in it. And also, the second advice is make sure you practice self care. Make sure you're not burning yourself out. Make sure your energies are running in healthy and smoothly around you, so it affects your job in a positive way. All right. What about the next step? What is the next step that the spirits of the cards recommend us moving forward? And the four it comes from the Four of Wands and the Ace of Cups. All right. So the Four of Wands, that number four, that it is stability, foundation, and Wands, that it is the fire element, right? So we move from major arcanas to minor arcana. So the next step is pretty much saying this is right now it's do not worry about the end project or the end goal career wise. Right now is about making sure the foundation and the base of your job is what you want it to be, to create a stable foundation. When we work on creating that stable foundation, the planning, the intention, right? If we do that right, then in the future we will not see that tower card that says the foundation it's shaky, right? So the next step is to create a stable foundation, to create a good plan, to set a plan, set the intention, set the first steps, right? And what this will do is make things grow. You know, this is the water element. We have that ace. Make it grow in a way that brings new opportunities that take it up and beyond, right? So we have very clear messages here. And it starts with the main advice is to be fair in all our dealings, be fair in our job, communicate clearly what we want, what we stand for. Pour our time, our affection, and make sure we are putting effort in what we want to work, we want to grow career wise, or the project that we want. It is about really putting the effort here, but also making sure that we're taking good care of ourselves by practicing good self-care that make our overall energies run well. And the next step, the first thing to worry about and to make sure we're setting is a good foundation, because that will bring in these new opportunities. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please give a thumbs up, subscribe. Know that this helps a lot little channels and small businesses grow. So it's always good. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching and for being here as always. And please reach out to look at your specific situation that you're going through. I offer all types of for budget sizes, for either live sessions with me or pre-recorded readings. So, and if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any doubts or give you any information you want about my approach to tarot. All right, let's look at the yellow fairy for those of you who picked this one. All right. All right. Let's see what this fairy has to tell us, what this deck of cards. And first, we start always by letting the cards know what we want, setting that intention, right? So we would like advice, guidance on our career and work life at this time. What are the main themes we should know? Also, what obstacles we're facing or challenges, how to approach it, and also what it is the next step moving forward. All right, and we want to do this in love and light for our greatest good. Okay, let's shake them a little, wake them up. Although I always shuffle before I come into camera, so making sure that they are waking up and the energy. But again, knock on them sometimes and shake them. All right, let's begin. Okay, two, I need to come out here. And two here. Alrighty. So let's begin with the main advice. What is the message? And it comes from the spirit of the night of emotions. Now, emotions, it is the water element, so it would be cups in traditional tarot, and night. The night is that movement, that force moving forward, right? Excuse me. And this night, what is the advice of this night right now towards our career and our work life? And it's asking for action. It's asking for movement towards what we love to do, right? So the main question would be, if you have a job right now that you're in, it would be to identify what are the aspects of your work right now that you love, that really bring you joy, that you love, right? And to take steps towards growing that. Those are your talents, right? Those are the gifts that you have. So it is about making sure you create motion, so you take steps forward, identifying the things that you love so you can grow those talents the way you want. And because those talents are what's going to move your career forward, just like this night, right? And instead, if it's if how to apply this to not the job that you have, but a project that you're starting, or a side business, or whatever it is, it's the same thing. So your strength lays on what you love, right? Those are your gifts. So reflection piece here would be, what do I love doing? Not only what am I good at? No, no, no. What do I love doing about my job? Right? What it is that brings me that love, right? Towards my job, towards this project. And then making that be your motivation, because that will be moving your career forward, moving that work life that you want forward. Now, when it comes to the obstacles or opportunities at these times that are presented, and we have Rook, the Hanged Muse, that it would be the Hanged Man in traditional tarot, and again, the Three of Emotions. So there is a lot of water element, there is a lot of emotions. So this is in challenges, right? In obstacles right now. And the Hanged Man or the Hanged Muse here is telling us the main obstacle is inaction. Here, we got the Knight that it's saying the main advice is action, is movement. It's movement based on the things that we love doing. But it is movement, and by doing this movement, you create more forward movement, more action, right? But here it says that the biggest obstacle is maybe not doing anything, maybe being too passive, right? Maybe feeling that you're not ready, whatever it is. This passivity is your biggest obstacle right now, right? And it's telling you the passivity is making things not grow how you want. So to get out of this, following what the Knight of Emotions, the Knight of Cups would be is telling you, is to take action on those things that you love and making those talents grow that way. And also remember that right now, in order to grow, because it's that three, it's perhaps also action, but involving other people. So make sure that you have a good support team right now, right? Either somebody at work, somebody that you partner with your projects, or if you are an individual working solo or whatever, it is knowing that the people around you or the people in your life are supportive, are giving you that love, that encouragement. It's important that that you have a team that is encouraging you and is encouraging action. So their biggest obstacle here is that there is not enough action. You're being too passive, right? And he's saying, look at people that can either motivate you or encourage you in your life, right? That encourage you to grow. And if sadly you don't find anybody in your life that right now does that, look at videos, listen to podcasts, read books of authors or people that are inspirational, that motivate you to do things because you want to get out of that passivity, want to get into action, want to grow your gifts and your talents. And what is the first step right now? What it is the advice? And it is the two of inspiration, that would be the two of wands, and the page of voices, all right? And it is that would be the page of swords in traditional tarot. So what is the next step? Okay, the two of wands. Make a decision. The first step you have to do right now, if you're hearing this, the reflection, or here your homework is make a decision. And basing it with this, make a decision, make a choice, make a clear decision of what you are going to do, right? And now remember the things that you love doing. It's action with the things that you love doing. That's the main advice. So the next step, make a decision. Make a decision of what you're going to do. What are the things that I love doing? And what is the step? Make that decision. Make that choice, right? And it's saying, and then after this, make sure that you are conveying that message to others or to your job. So for example, if there is something that you want to do, and regarding your job, that is something that you love, that you think it's going to take you to the next level in your organization, make the decision of what that is, and let your manager know, let whoever needs to know what you're going to do, kind of like embark them to build this team to take you there, right? Remembering also that page is growth, so adopting a growth mindset, remembering that in the road you are not there yet, you are growing towards what you want. It requires action, it requires the development of an understanding of your talents, and your talents are based on the things that you love, but you need to make a clear decision and convey that message. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. This is a general collective reading. This is our interactive pick a card, pick a deck tarot. So if you want us to look more in depth at your particular situation, reach out, make an appointment, either a live session that is done via video or phone call with me, or a pre-recorded reading, whatever works best for you. And I want to thank you, thank you, thank you for watching, for being here. Please like and subscribe. This helps small businesses like mine and small channels grow and get out there. And like this, I can keep creating content, giving advice from the spirits of the tarot with all of you. All right, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week and brightest blessings.